Welcome to this session on displaying work centers in SAP. In this lesson, you'll learn how to access and review detailed information about a work center, including basic data, capacity assignments, and cost center allocations. Understanding how work centers are structured is critical for production planning, capacity management, and financial tracking. You'll walk through the process of locating a work center, interpreting key fields like work center category and capacity, and analyzing cost assignment to support accurate production and budgeting processes. Let's take a moment to consider how this applies in a real world example like Pepsi. Imagine a Pepsi bottling plant in Poland. Each major activity, such as bottle filling, cap sealing, and labeling, is associated with a specific work center in SAP. A production planner needs to verify how many filling machines and labor operators are available for the next production run. By displaying the work center record, they can quickly see that two individual labor capacities are assigned to the bottling station. Meanwhile, a finance analyst uses the cost center linkage in SAP to track the actual production cost related to bottling operations separately from labeling or packaging. Having the correct work center and cost center information ensures accurate planning, operational efficiency, and precise financial reporting across Pepsi's global operations. Now think about your own SAP environment. Are you familiar with where to find work center capacity data? Could understanding assigned cost centers help your team better allocate resources or track expenses? Let's begin by learning how to display a work center in SAP and see how this foundational knowledge supports production and financial success. Let's begin by learning how to display a work center in SAP. Work centers are crucial in production and planning as they represent the physical locations such as machines, labor groups, or production lines where manufacturing activities are carried out. To start, navigate to the Display Work Center screen from the SAP Easy Access menu. From the SAP Easy Access screen, follow this path: Logistics, Production, Master Data, Work Centers, Work Center, Display. This will lead you directly to the area where you can review details of an existing work center. Alternatively, you can use the shortcut method. In the command field at the top of the screen, type the transaction code CR03 and press enter. This is SAP's standard transaction for displaying work center records. Once the display work center initial screen appears, you'll need to enter some essential information to retrieve the right work center. In the plant field, enter the plant number, for example, 1000. This identifies the production facility where the work center is located. In the work center field, input the specific work center name or code. After both fields are entered, press enter to proceed. The plant field ensures that the system searches within the correct facility, avoiding confusion between multiple locations. Now that you have accessed the work center's data, let's start by reviewing the Basic Data tab. Click on the Basic Data tab to see general information about the work center. Locate the field labeled Work Center category. Here, the system will display labor as the category. Understanding the work center category is important because it defines the type of resource associated with the work center. Categories could be machine, labor, assembly, or other specialized types depending on the nature of the production process. Next, let's move on to examine the capacity details. Click on the Capacities tab. In this section, you'll find the Capacity category field. The system will again display labor as the primary capacity type, meaning this work center is associated with human work efforts rather than machine time. It's important to know that in SAP, a single work center can have multiple capacities assigned. For example, both machine hours and labor hours, allowing for flexible resource planning. Now let's find out the number of individual resources associated with this work center. Click directly into the capacity category field. The system will display the value 2 under the number of individual capacities field. This indicates that 2 separate labor resources are available at this work center. Understanding the number of individual capacities helps production planners allocate work realistically, ensuring that available workers or machines are utilized efficiently without overloading a single work center. After reviewing this information, click the back button to return to the main work center screen. Next, we'll look at the cost tracking setup for this work center. Click on the Costing tab. Here, the system will show the cost center field. In this example, the cost center assigned is assembly pumps. Cost center assignment is critical because it links work center activities to financial tracking. By associating costs with specific production activities, companies can perform better budgeting, cost analysis, and performance evaluation across departments. Cost tracking ensures that manufacturing expenses such as labor costs, machine costs, and overhead are accurately captured against the right projects or product lines. Once you've reviewed all the necessary details for this work center, click the Exit button. You'll return to the SAP Easy Access screen, ready for your next task. And that's it. You've successfully displayed and analyzed a work center in SAP. Great job completing this walkthrough on how to display a work center in SAP. You've learned how to access work center data using transaction CR03, enter the plant and work center information, and review essential fields like the work center category, assigned capacities, and cost center linkage. Understanding this data is key to efficient production scheduling, resource management, and accurate cost tracking. Work centers aren't just technical records, they are vital touchpoints that connect operational performance with financial accountability. Let's revisit our Pepsi example. In a high volume environment like a bottling plant, every work center needs to be optimized. Knowing how many resources are available, which cost centers they link to, and what category of work is being performed enables teams at Pepsi to plan production runs accurately, balance workloads, and manage budgets effectively across multiple facilities worldwide. Now reflect on your own role. Are you using SAP Work Center data when planning production or budgets? Could better visibility into capacities or costs improve your team's efficiency or reporting accuracy? With this skill added to your toolkit, you're better prepared to support operational excellence and financial transparency through smart use of SAP Work Center management. Keep practicing. Each insight brings you closer to mastering your SAP environment.